Yo, what's good, everybody? What's Gucci with the Lucci? It's your boy Jay Stewart, aka Free Stewart on Instagram, aka Stewie Dewey, and aka Stewie Samuels for the sake of this conversation. Although I don't subscribe to the Kevin Samuel logic of relationships, but for this case, for this video, I think it's appropriate, or I think it's appropriate. All right, the name's Stewie Samuels. All right, I'm gonna drop some game for you guys. Hey, I don't have any game. You know, I don't. Just to let you know, I'm 41 years old. I've never been married, and I don't have any kids. All right, I've been in long relationships, 10-year long relationships, 11 years long relationships, but I've never been married. So you could just take that for what you want to take it, and take my advice if you want. That's just my background. All right. The other day we dropped in talking about the Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson situation. You know, I gave my opinion on it. I think he fumbled the bag. You know, he fumbled the bag, but he wasn't wrong for setting his boundary, or for setting boundaries and upholding his standards. Okay, I just personally think he should have did the Kevin Federline marriage scam on the broad and kick rocks. But hey, he fumbled the bag on this one. Hey, but Jonah Hill, that's what we're talking about today. If you haven't heard, he's like the purple pill god these days. He's like really bossing up in his relationship. And his ex-girlfriend, from what it sounds like, fumbled the bag. Fumbled the Jonah Hill bag. All right? So you get a little context. Jonah Hill was dating a girl named Sarah Bradley, who is a pro surfer. They broke up about a year ago, from what it sounds like. Okay. Jonah Hill's moved on. He's got a new boo. She a baddie and they got a baby. Okay. Which is kind of what I think the reason why his ex-girlfriend decided to come out and drop these tweets to try to throw Jonah under the bus in the court of public opinion. Got everyone thinking he's controlling, manipulative, and misogynistic. Okay? That's not the case at all. But of course, you know, you got women out there who are going to say that he is. And you have dudes out there who are also going to stand with the women and say that he's controlling. I've seen the clips. Hey, I've seen you guys. Hey, bro, I've seen you guys out there caping. I seen you. I ain't stupid. Let me let you guys know this. Hey, any dude out here caping for Keke Palmer and Sarah H. Bradley, you're only showing your hand. We know who you are. We know what type of dude you are. You're one of two types of dudes. Okay? You're either a dude that has problems getting vagina, so you cape for women with hopes that will get you some vagina one day. And let me let you know this right now, from experience, that ain't gonna work for you, bro. Knock that shit off. Grow some balls. Grow some huevos. Grow some huevos. Okay? Okay? And if you're married, out here caping for Keke Palmer or Sarah Bradley, hey, you're just telling all the other dudes out there that you don't run shit in your relationship except for the dishwasher, the vacuum cleaner, and maybe some running hot water if your wife lets you. Okay? Knock that shit off. But let's go ahead and get into this tweet. It looks as if she's trying to portray Jonah Hill as a misogynist. But I think she failed to realize what the definition of a misogynist is. And she's really just coming off as bitter and salty. But let's get into it. This is a tweet that Jonah Hill sent to his ex-girlfriend, Sarah H. Bradley, around the time they broke up. And from the sounds of it, he's pretty much given us a list of why they did break up, right? So let's get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and break it down in good in the hood language terminology, so I like to put it where the goats can understand. I too have a problem reading and comprehending, so I'll read it slow, break it down, reinterpret it the way I understand it. Okay, so let's get into it. You're right. We can't do surf social things. Or this is Jonah Hill texting Sarah H. Bradley. You're right. We can't do surf social things or develop trust until you consider me and make decisions that give regard to our relationship. Sounds as if Sarah was saying, you don't trust me, so you can't come with me to hang out with my guy friends. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. You guys go ahead and break it down in the comments, let me know where I'm wrong at, all right? But look, this is where I'm getting from that first sentence. It sounds as if he's saying like, yo, I'm not gonna be hanging around with you and your friends. You're not gonna have me out here looking like a dummy. Okay? You need to act right. Okay? I've been vulnerable as possible, and I'm telling you, I'm needing you to step up to this plate. Say, yo, I've already told you I'm uncomfortable. This is my interpretation. I'm uncomfortable with you going to these social gatherings and hanging out with your friends and the way you do. I've already told you that. And now that I see that you're still doing it, so I'm giving you your final option. Okay? I'm letting you know that you're still fucking up, and I'm about to be out the door. All right, so it sounds like he's giving her a choice. Okay, I'm putting extras on it, but I'm just interpreting it the way I'm reading it. Say, which you can. I'm gonna read that over here. I've been vulnerable as possible, and I'm telling you that I'm needing you to step up to the plate, which you can. You say, yo, I believe in you. I believe in this relationship. I believe in you. You say, I'm sure of it. Bitch, I guarantee you can stop being a Tatiana. I know you can do it. It's in you. You got there's a good girl in you somewhere. Stop being a Tatiana. Let me stop putting extras on it, all right? But these losers don't get your time if you want me. Say, yo, if you want to hang out with these bro lamos, I'm a big boss, dude. I make big movies and shit. You see my checks. Like, if you still want to continue to hang around with the pro surfer bros, the pro surfers, the pro surfers, however you want to say, then that's fine, okay? But you're not gonna do that shit with me. Not gonna have me out here looking like a lame-o smamo. Straight up, that's what he said. You're not gonna have me out here looking like a lame-o. Straight up. When a white dude says straight up, he's pretty much saying like, yo, act the fuck right. I ain't putting up with that. It ain't going down like that. Okay? It's consideration. He's saying like, you're being inconsiderate. You're not understanding. I've been vulnerable and letting you know it bothers me. You're not being considerate of my feelings. You don't take them into consideration that it bothers me and you want to continue to do it. I'm not cool with that. Okay? I respect your love of surfing, but I respect myself as well. They're like, yo, I get it. You like to surf. You got it's something fun you like to do. Okay, I get it. But I also ain't no bitch ass nigga. That's what he's saying. I respect myself as well. That means he's like, I ain't no bitch ass nigga. All right. And your love of surfing and being in those situations and lack of awareness are not mutually inclusive. That's what he's saying. Okay, so he's saying, yo, I get it. You want to go surfing with your guy friends. This is what I'm getting from this. I didn't quite. This is what I'm getting from what he's saying. I get it that you want to go surfing with your guy friends. You love surfing. I understand that. Okay. And you love being in those situations. You love hanging around with your guy friends. But you don't seem to understand that I ain't that nigga. All right. This isn't me. I have my own issues. Like, I ain't that nigga. I ain't the one. I have my own problems that I'm working on myself. I get that. I get it. I'm not perfect. Say, if you want marriage and family, you can't use the 25 card. If you want me to put a ring on it, this is my interpretation. All right. Good in the hood style. If you want me to put a ring on it, then you can't use the young, wild, and free card. You're not young, wild, and free. You can't use I'm still young. I'm still trying to live my best life. If you want to be in a relationship with me, like, that's it. It's like, it's if. You see the if. That's a choice. That's a choice he's giving her. The if you want to be in a relationship with me. So if you want to do all that shit, then you don't want to be in a relationship with me. That's pretty cut and dry. That seems fair, right? Fair enough. Okay? These people don't get your time or your kindness at the sacrifice of mine. Like, if you want to still be cool with these niggas, even though you know it bothers me, like, I'm out the door. I'm not cool with that. All right? So that's the first, looks like he wrote, and hey, he bossed up big time. Any friend of mine that she put a little subtext in there. By these friends, he meant any friend of mine that he hadn't personally approved of. Yeah, that sounds fair. Fair enough. Okay. Now he went ahead and broke it down for a list. So if the broad's a dummy and she didn't hear the breakdown, she didn't seem to understand what he was trying to serve her in that last tweet. He made a list. So let's go through this list. He said it's plain and simple. These are his words. Plain and simple. If you need surfing with men, boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men, if you need to model, to post pictures of yourself in bathing suits, if you need to post sexual pictures, if you want to have friendships with women who are in unstable places, and from your recent past beyond getting a coffee or lunch or something respectful. Okay, let's break down that last one. He's saying friends with women who are in unstable places. So it sounds like she got a bunch of thotty friends, or that could also mean unstable. That could mean they like to party, they be on that cocaina, or they be throwing them bottles back, or they be popping them pills, them perks or something. That unstable part, that's questionable. Unstable places, they could be addicts. So pretty much saying like, he don't want you hanging around with friends that have a bad influence for you. He's saying if you want to be hanging out with your friends that get ran through during run-through hours of the night, he ain't cool with that. Okay? He's not even saying like, yo, you can't hang out with these chicks no more. He's just saying, no, you can't hang out with them during run-through hours of the night because I don't know if you're going to get ran through too. All right? Fair enough, right? It's very, very specific. He's being very specific. This man knows what he wants. I am not the right partner for you. Hey, yo, he's pretty much saying like, you're free to do that stuff. But if you want to do all that stuff, I'm not the right partner for you. That's different from saying, yo, you can't do any of that shit. And if I catch you doing any of that shit, I'm going to go upside your head. That's not what he said. That's misogynistic. Okay? That's not what he said. He said, you can do all those things if you like, but I'm not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, or I support it, and there will be no hard feelings. He's like, yo, if you like to do all those things, I'm cool with it, but I just can't be in a relationship with you. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop liking all those thotty pictures you post. I'll still heart it. I'll still googly eye it, you know. I'll still try to hit you up and, you know, at the weird hours of the night, see if you want to slide through until I find the right chick that's going to act right. I'm still going to do all that stuff. You know, I support it. And there will be no hard feelings. I have no hard feelings if you want to do that. I'm still going to try to slide. You know, you're a baddie. I just can't. Let's see. And these are my boundaries for a romantic relationship. He'll say, I just can't be in a relationship with you if you want to be. I can't be in a romantic relationship with you if you want to do all these things. Okay, good in the. When he says a romantic relationship, pretty much that means like, yo, a romantic relationship is a girl. If you're in a romantic relationship with a woman, that means you'll take her out to dinner, take her out on dates, have her on your arm, introduce her as your woman. You want to show her off, right? No. He's saying like, yo, you can have that benefit. I'll still slide in the DMs at 2:00 in the morning and see if you want to pull up. But I'm not going to claim you as my chick. Say, my boundaries with you based on these ways, these actions have hurt our trust. He's saying, yo, these are my boundaries, and these are my boundaries because all this stuff that you have done on this list is fucking up the trust that I have for you. Okay? Now, I don't want to wonder what you're out doing if you're getting ran through with your ran through friends at ran through hours a night while you're out hanging out with your friends. I don't want to have to do that. And I suggest all men, don't ever let a bitch drive you crazy. So this is what he's doing. He's setting the boundaries so that the bitch don't drive him crazy. Because that's what will happen if you don't set your boundaries. They will drive you crazy. So those are boundaries. That's how you set boundaries, man. That was solid. Hey, Jonah Hill, you're a boss for that. Right? Hey, all you purple pill dudes, I suggest take a note off Jonah Hill and do try to move like him. I like the way he moved in this tweet. Hey, I just wanted to let you guys know that you can have boundaries. You can have standards. Women have their standards. You know, if you've ever heard women say that they want a man that looks like X, Y, and Z, you can set that as a standard as well for yourself. Like you can have a woman that looks like X, Y, and Z. You can have a woman. You can set that as a boundary. You don't want your woman hanging with other dudes. And it's not controlling. See, that's the problem these days. Is women are trying to shame you for having boundaries and standards. Okay? But really it's just a form of way of controlling you. Okay? And then they're gonna tell you that by having these standards and boundaries that you're actually being controlling. But in reality, it's just a fucking gaslight. I know you guys see it. Right? It's Free Stewie in the building. We was just having a Stewie Samuels moment. Alright? But I'm gonna get up out of here. We good in the hood every day. And I'll be back soon to touch up with you guys. We're gonna be doing more stuff like this. I want to get into a lot of other topics, but I need you guys to ride with me, all right? So go ahead and hit the like button, please share, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the comments. I'm out.